Joanna and I'm back with another video. Here's a look of my updated makeup routine. I prefer light to medium coverage and I would consider this a soft glam. So I'm going to start with some primer. This is Urban Decay's All Nighter Primer. It is mattifying. I'm an oily skin girly, so anything matte, please sign me up. Once I get that all rubbed in, I'll move on to my foundation. Here I'm using L'Oreal's Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I like this foundation because it's a light to medium coverage and it also has sunscreen built in it as well. I like to spray Tarte's Shape Tape Stay Spray on my beauty blender before I begin blending. This just makes sure that foundation is nice and locked in. And I love to use a beauty blender over a brush, at least when I'm doing my foundation, just because I feel like that's how I get the most seamless look. I didn't do much foundation under my eye because that is where I'll be putting my concealer. But once I feel I've blended enough for this step, that's when we can go ahead and move on to the concealer. For this look, I'm using Tarte's Creaseless Concealer in the color 50H Deep. And I just add this in any of the spots that I want to brighten up on my face. I'm going to take another beauty blender and continue blending until I can't blend anymore. I'm doing a light blend at first just to get that pat down so it can set into my skin nicely, and then I'll go back and repeat this process a little later. To give that snatched effect, I like to use any remaining concealer I have on my blender and put it a little under where I will be putting my contour. I love a cut crease, so we're going to go ahead and snatch in all of the areas that I want that effect. I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick for my contour. We're going to continue patting that concealer down. For my brows, I'm using ColourPop Dark 170N. Now it's time to blend, baby, with that brush. I start blending in the areas that I would like less concealed. Now it's time to bake. My go-to is Laura Mercier's Translucent Honey. And I like to put this basically in the areas that I just put my concealer. And I use a translucent baking powder at the bottom of my face. And I rub that in pretty much immediately because I'm not looking for that to be too baked. And then we'll work our way up. Dab in some eyeliner under each eye. Continuing to blend my baking powder. I'm using the ColourPop concealer to add a little more definition to my nose. Extending that under eyeliner to make a wing. And I'm going to add that to each lid as well. Adding some strip lashes on. A little mascara on my bottom lashes. Bronzer. I'm using Tarte's Glow Tape Highlighter. And last but not least, we're gonna line them lips. Add some gloss. And we're done. Bye.